Hello everybody, so today I will talk about calculus. The topic today is about the integral. We have the integral of e to the power of s cosine s ln s ds. So now I will show you the technique how to answer this integral. First, we need to use about integration by parts. So we have u and dv. About u, we need to put about L and S. So you got about du equal to ds over s. About dv, we got about e to the power of s cosine s ds. About this integral in here, I have already did that, and that should be about v equals to 1 over 2, open the bracket, e to the power of s multiply with sine s plus e to the power of s multiply with cosine s. And now we have u multiply with v in here, so you got about 1 over 2 e to the power of s ln s multiply with sine s plus cosine s. And now we have the negative 1 over 2. So because we have the plus in here, so we can divide into two integrals. The first one, that's about e to the power of s sine s over s. And the second one, now we need to calculate one by one, so I choose this one first. We have sine s equals to e to the power of is minus e to the power of negative is over 2i. This is the formula for sine s convert to about exponential equation. So about I, we multiply with I on numerator and denominator. This one you will go about negative. So we put this one back for the sine s in here. So we have negative I 4, and this one we got about e to the power of is minus e to the power of negative is. So now we have two integrals in here. That should be about negative I over 4, and we have the integral of e to the power of is plus s over s. And the second one, now I need to calculate this one first, then I will go to the second one. Now I need to use about integration by substitution. So we put about u equal to is plus s. So if we do first the derivative in the both sides, you will got about du equal to I plus 1 s I plus 1 ds. About this one, we will find the value of s equals to this one. We can do factorization. That's about s multiplied with I plus 1. So to find the value of s, we just divide, and that should be about u divide I plus 1. So now we need to change this integral in here. On this one, we change for u. S, we change for this one. ds, we change for this one. We need to divide I plus 1 in here too. So you got about the u over I plus 1. So you got about the u over I plus 1. So this one with this one, they will cancel, and now we just have e to the power of u over u du. And this one we can write about ei of u. That's about exponential integral. About u, we need to change back for this one. Now we do similar for the second one. And here we do the same thing, but we just change is about negative, negative, and negative. So you got the same thing, but we just change in here. So after that, we put back in here. This one, we got about this one. And this one, we got from this one. Now we do similar for the next one. We have cosx equals to e to the power of is plus e to the power of negative is, and we have number 2. So we put this one in here, and you got number 4 in here. Cosx we change for this one. And now we have 2 integral in here, and this is similar for this one and this one. Oh sorry, I need to change this one a little bit. This is about 1 minus I. So we will use the same result on the top one. So now we can compile the answer. We have this one. And we have the negative in here, so that's why when we compile the answer we need to have the negative in here. So this one you go about positive, this one you go about negative, and the last one all down because they will go to the negative in here. And we rule about C is about constant. And here is about the final answer. That's the end. Thank you for watching.